Board, and appreciate everyone coming out tonight and showing support for your kids to be recognized, or staff members recognized, and we appreciate our staff and all coming out to support those people that's being recognized tonight. And when I think of the Star 3 students, I was at a restaurant it's been a couple weeks ago, and this kid come up to, well, it wasn't a kid, he was as tall as I was, but he was a Star 3 student, he said, "You remember me?" And he'd grown up a lot. I mean, he said, "You give me a Star 3 award, like, way back when I was in, like, 3rd grade and all." But he never forgot that, and I thought that was really special because to be a Star 3 student, that is a big deal because, there's only, 3 times a year we recognize each school, and so that means there's only 3 out of your school each year that's recognized as a Star student. But I hope each of you carry that with you like this young man did and didn't forget, not because he recognized me as being the one that gave it to him, but it means you are something special, you are a Star student, and hope you can carry that through life because I guess I'm safe to say, not all students are Star students, unfortunately, but we wish they were, I can promise you that. And not all parents are Star parents. Like, if you're here tonight, that's a good start on being a Star parent going in the right direction, and we appreciate that. But it's you just don't hear from like the stars and the special ones. You hear from some though. But anyway, thank you for coming tonight, and I hope you enjoy your time here. And it's really exciting. We do a lot of exciting stuff, and you get to look forward to Dr. Gainey's comments and all. But probably the most important thing we'll do tonight is when I ask Bill Lear to lead us in the word of prayer. Okay? So you bow your heads, please.
Lord, we want to thank you for the opportunity to come back to a board meeting tonight, Lord, and Lord, serve the people of Randolph County, dear Lord. And Lord, we thank you for the ones that's here, dear Lord, tonight, the parents, the students, the staff, and all that's involved that make the county school system go, Lord. We thank you for them. We pray that you'd bless each and every one that's associated with it, dear Lord. Pray for their safety, dear Lord, and just pray that you'd continue to see us through this year. Pray that you give us wisdom and discernment tonight, dear Lord, as we as a board make decisions, dear Lord, that will affect all, dear Lord, and we ask that you just be with us there. But thank you most of all for your Son, Jesus Christ, dear Lord, who died on Calvary for us. We love you, and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. This time I'll ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this time I'll ask our superintendent, Dr. Gainey, to share some comments.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, board members. Just wanted to highlight some things that have been going on in the school system. We are nearing the end of the first quarter. Seems like once we get back in school and get the kids in routine, time starts moving, and we'll be mid-year before you know it. But had a chance to see a lot of special things in our school system, from Title I Family Engagement Night at Southeastern Randolph Middle School, Beta Club induction ceremony at Trinity High School, Parent Engagement Night at Randall Middle. This is just several things in the last month. Seagrove went to a Literacy Night event at their school, and last Tuesday had a chance to participate in what was called a leadership forum for the Agricultural Academy at Providence Grove High School. And all these events, the special part of them is the recognition of children and having children showcased and the great things going on with them in our schools. But this forum, several board members were with me. I don't think we knew what we were going to. I thought we were going to listen. I didn't know we were getting ready to get put on the panel. And so we sat and were asked questions by a group of about 7 or 8 high school students from Providence Grove High School about leadership. And it was I enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed listening to board members and other staff members in the Randolph County School System talk, and I enjoy getting the feedback from the students. So it's amazing how much our kids grow from when they start with us in kindergarten until they leave us in 12th grade. So that was a great day. That night I had a chance to go to Newmarket Elementary to a Title I night, and then 2 nights last week, Tuesday and Thursday night, I spent at Wheatmore High School. Saw a band concert one night and a chorus concert next night. And I'm not musically talented, but those concerts always make me feel good that part of the high school curriculum and the school curriculum in general is still alive and well. I just want to say a big thank you to the students, congratulate them for those concerts. James Smith is new band director at Wheatmore High School. First band concert at Wheatmore, and then Lamar Martin, the chorus director at Wheatmore High School. I mean, when you sit there and you realize you're watching high school students perform at that level, you know it's special, and you know we have some very special kids in the school system. Leadership Reads is alive and well in our school system. I want to say a big thank you to the teachers at Farmer, Trindale, Trinity, and Coleridge who let me come to their classes to read in the past month. And I know many of our leadership team have been in elementary school classes as well. And I always enjoy reading, but all of the, maybe even as much as reading with them, getting a chance to talk to them at the end and seeing where, meeting the young kids that are getting ready to run through our school system as well. So, Mr. Cook, I appreciate the opportunity to share these comments, and board members appreciate all your discussion this afternoon as we talked on the topic we hadn't talked about in 13 years that I've been here, which is looking at some student assignment stuff and where the future of the school system goes. And I appreciate your feedback from the work session today and engagement, and more to come on that topic as we move forward in the coming months and years. So this concludes my comments.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. I need a motion to approve the September 15, 2025 minutes.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, this time we're going to move on to the reason most of you are here tonight, the recognitions. And Ms. Amber Ward will be hitting that up.
Thank you, Mr. Cook, and good evening to you, our other board members, Dr. Gainey, and to all of our guests. I have the honor this evening of recognizing the Randolph County School System's Principal of the Year for the 2025-2026 school year. The Principal of the Year award is nominated and selected by fellow principals in recognition of outstanding leadership and service to his or her school. Dennis Hamilton, Principal of Providence Grove High School, has a BS in Physical Education from Charleston Southern University and a Master's in Education and Educational Administration degree from UNCG. Mr. Hamilton's license includes Principal and Physical Education. Dennis Hamilton has demonstrated a distinguished career in the Randolph County School System, beginning as a teacher at Randleman Middle School in 1995. He was promoted to Assistant Principal at Randleman High School in 2002, then served as Principal of Randleman Middle School starting in 2007. In 2014, he became Principal of Randleman High School, and since 2023, he has been serving as Principal of Providence Grove High School. Dennis Hamilton, Principal of Providence Grove High School, if you would, please come forward. Our Board of Education would like to present you with a special certificate for being selected as our school system's Principal of the Year for the 2025-2026 school year, and we congratulate you on this outstanding honor.
You know, Dennis,
Yes, sir.
with that certificate,
Yes.
and if you read the fine line down there, it's it calls for 4 more years.
4 more years. Probably need to recount.
It is now time to recognize our Star 3 students for October 2025. The Star 3 program honors students who are respectful, responsible, and doing the right thing. The criteria for selection could include being a role model for others, making positive accomplishments inside and outside of school, good attendance, passing grades despite obstacles in life, good behavior, and nomination from a faculty member. We again want to extend our gratitude to our Star 3 sponsor, Wayne Thomas Chevrolet, who will purchase the 93 Star 3 student plaques to be handed out during this school year. We are grateful for their support of our students. And now, for the presentation of the Star 3 awards, students, as I call your name, please come to the front to receive your plaque. And remain at the front until all students have come forward. Parents, other family members, or anyone else here in support of the student are welcome to stand. After all the students have come forward, there will be an opportunity to take photos at the end. Franklinville Elementary School, Jaden Blankenship. Franklinville Elementary is proud to present Jaden Blankenship as our Star 3 student. Jaden is a shining example of kindness and respect each day at school. He always treats his classmates and adults with courtesy, setting a positive example for others. Jaden works hard in everything he does and takes pride in giving his best effort. His determination to succeed is matched by his positive attitude in and out of the classroom. We are so proud to recognize Jaden as a Star 3 student. Grace Chapel Elementary School, Silas Greason. Silas Greason is a 5th grade student at Grace Chapel. He shows respect and is friendly to everyone he meets. He enjoys school and likes helping others in class. In the community, Silas is involved in activities at his church and Boy Scouts. Along with a great attitude, his smile shows humbleness that makes him an excellent overall Star 3 student for Grace Chapel for October. Level Cross Elementary School, Mia Ramirez. Mia Ramirez is a 3rd grader at Level Cross who exhibits all the finest qualities of a model student each and every day. She shows respect to teachers and classmates, creating a positive example for others. With an eagerness to learn, Mia approaches each lesson with curiosity, a desire to grow, and a determination to succeed. In addition, Mia is a good friend who supports and encourages those around her, making the classroom a better place for everyone. It is an absolute honor to recognize Mia Ramirez as Level Cross Elementary Star 3 student. Liberty Elementary School, Magnolia Kime. Liberty Elementary School is proud to recognize Magnolia Kime as our Star 3 student. Magnolia is an exceptional student, consistently excelling across all academic areas. More importantly, she stands out for her unwavering kindness and character. She is quick to offer help to both her peers and her teachers, always striving to do what is right and inspiring others to do the same. Her passion for reading is evident, and she approaches every task with dedication and integrity. Magnolia truly embodies what it means to be both a diligent learner and a compassionate human being. She makes our classroom a better place simply by being in it. We have no doubt she will continue to grow into a thoughtful, driven, and inspiring young leader. Northeastern Randolph Middle School, Landon Macon. Landon Macon is a shining example of what it means to be respectful, responsible, and committed to doing the right thing. He consistently demonstrates kindness and consideration, always holding doors open for students and staff without being asked. His respectful attitude shines through in every interaction. Whether he's speaking with peers or adults, he communicates with politeness and maturity. He takes responsibility for his actions, leads by example, and contributes positively to the school environment. His everyday actions reflect strong character and a genuine desire to make his school a better place for everyone. Therefore, we are excited and proud to name Landon Nankin the Star 3 student for Northeastern Randolph County. Providence Grove High School, Ruby Caudle. Providence Grove High School proudly recognizes Ruby Caudle as our Star 3 student for exemplifying the values of Patriot Nation. She is a 3-sport athlete and also serves in leadership roles with student government, Beta Club, and Fellowship of Christian Students. Ruby is active in Unify Club and leads in her yearbook class while also dedicating time to her church. Her teachers describe her as a hardworking student of great character who goes above and beyond expectations. Currently, she is serving as a math intern at NERMS as she pursues her dream of becoming a math teacher. Ramsor Elementary School, Jacqueline Brower. Ramsor Elementary is proud to recognize Jacqueline Brower, 5th grade student, as our Star 3 student for October. Jacqueline is an exemplary student who is always friendly and kind toward her peers and respectful toward her teachers. She completes all her work and takes initiative in class discussions and projects. She truly tries her best at everything she does, setting a wonderful example for everyone around her. Ramsor is delighted to nominate Jacqueline as our Star 3 student for October. Randleman Elementary School, Blake Bulla. Blake exemplifies the qualities of a Star 3 student. She arrives each day with a positive attitude, a smile on her face, and a readiness to learn. Blake demonstrates her commitment to future success by staying focused during instruction, actively participating in discussions, and applying effort and critical thinking to deepen her learning. She consistently shows kindness and consideration toward others, offering help to both peers and adults. Blake is respectful, leads by example, and inspires those around her to follow her positive path. Randleman High School, Henry Fry. Randleman High School is proud to recognize Henry Fry as our Star 3 Student Award recipient. Henry excels academically, showing determination and a commitment to learning that inspires those around him. His strong character is evident in the kindness, honesty, and respect he demonstrates toward both classmates and teachers. Because of his integrity and leadership, he has earned the admiration of peers and the trust of his teachers. Henry truly embodies the spirit of Randleman High School by bringing encouragement, energy, and a positive influence into every classroom he enters. Randleman Middle School, Jacob Watley. Randleman Middle School is proud to select Jacob Watley as our Star 3 student. Jacob is a hardworking student who always strives to raise the bar to the next level. His perseverance and growth mindset allow him to face challenges with positivity. Jacob enjoys keeping us all on our toes with his wit and humor, and he is always ready for a good NBA debate. Jacob, Randleman Middle School is honored to recognize you. Okay, we're going to get a picture, so I'll try to snatch it. There you go. You got it. Congratulations, you may be seated. Now it's time to recognize our STAR employees for October 2025. The RCSS Star Employee Award recognizes school employees who take responsibility, exhibit good character, and serve students on an ongoing basis. Each of our 31 schools, along with Central Services, awards 2 star employees each school year. Awards are presented to star employees at our monthly Board of Education meetings from September through February. For the 8th year in a row, Vicki Gallimore of Remax Central Realty is serving as the sponsor of our RCSS Star Employee Awards. As sponsor, Vicki Gallimore is purchasing the 64 plaques to be handed out to our winners during the 2025-2026 school year. We are extremely grateful for Vicki Gallimore's support of our school staff members. Star employees, as I call your name, please come forward to receive your plaque, and as the award recipient comes forward, anyone here in support of the star employee is welcome to stand. Employees remain standing at the front, and we will have an opportunity to take group photos at the end. Franklinville Elementary School, Maddie Trotter. Franklinville Elementary is proud to have Ms. Maddie Trotter as our star employee. Ms. Trotter has quickly become an incredible part of our school family, jumping right in to support students who need extra time and patience. She has faced many challenges in her new role, but continues to approach each one with grace and determination. Even on the hardest days, Ms. Trotter shows up with a smile and keeps a positive spirit, often finding laughter when things feel heavy. She consistently goes above and beyond, giving her very best without hesitation. Her unselfish heart and dedication to our children make her truly deserving of being recognized as our star employee. Grace Chapel Elementary School, Erica Barnes. Erica Barnes is truly an asset to the Grace Chapel family. Whether driving the bus or helping clean the campus, Erica always has a smile on her face and is ready to help and serve. Additionally, she always has a positive attitude and doesn't complain. Grace Chapel is excited to recognize Erica Barnes as our star employee for October. Level Cross Elementary School, Stephanie Shigemoto. Ms. Shigemoto, a 5th grade teacher at Level Cross, has taken on extra responsibility this year as she is planning for 2 classrooms. She is putting the needs of her students above her own as she tirelessly plans and prepares for students each week. Through it all, she has kept a positive attitude and a smile on her face. In spite of all of her responsibilities, she is also one of the first people who will respond to others with a helping hand if needed. Her selfless spirit and her dedication to her students are the reasons why Level Cross is proud to recognize Stephanie Shigemoto as our star employee. Liberty Elementary School, Kelly Bowman. Tonight, we proudly recognize our October Star employee, Ms. Kelly Bowman, for her outstanding dedication and service to Liberty Elementary School. As our lead mentor, she goes above and beyond to guide and support beginning teachers, helping them find success in the classroom. She is an active member of our PTO and plays a vital role in organizing and assisting with various school events that bring our community together. Her tireless efforts to ensure every student's success, along with her remarkable patience, make her an inspiration to us all. Her commitment, leadership, and heart for Liberty Elementary are what make her shine as a member of the Bulldog community. Northeastern Randolph Middle School, Sheila York. Sheila York, our cross-categorical classroom teacher, assistant, and dedicated bus driver, truly embodies the spirit of a NERMS patriot. She begins each day with a smile and uplifting words for every student, creating a positive and encouraging environment. Her hardworking nature shines through as she consistently goes above and beyond for both students and colleagues. Ms. York's wonderful humor brings light and laughter to every situation, making her presence a joy. It is an honor to work alongside someone who so fully represents the heart and spirit of NERMS. Providence Grove High School, Melissa Smith. Providence Grove High School proudly announces Ms. Melissa Smith as our star employee for October, honoring her dedication, passion, and outstanding contributions. She leads the Climate and Culture Committee, creating a positive and inclusive environment for all. Mr. Smith also organizes field trips that extend learning beyond the classroom and serves as a DECA advisor, helping students grow in leadership and business skills. Students describe her as caring and supportive, treating them like family. Her commitment and leadership leave a lasting impact on both students and staff. Ramsor Elementary School, Bridget Sands. Ramsor Elementary is proud to recognize Ms. Bridget Sands, EC teacher, as our star employee for October. Ms. Sands is a compassionate special education teacher who excels at collaborating with colleagues to adapt the curriculum for all of her learners. She strives to ensure that each student receives customized support that builds on students' strengths while also addressing their unique learning needs. Under her general guidance, Ms. Sands' students excel and grow daily. Ramsor Elementary is excited to recognize Ms. Sands for this award in appreciation for all her hard work and dedication to making Ramsor a great place to work and learn. Randleman Elementary School, Miranda Byington. Ms. Byington consistently demonstrates outstanding dedication and professionalism in all she does. She sets a powerful example of commitment by being the first to arrive each day and is always willing to support others with selflessness and care. Her creativity shines through, engaging memorable lessons that deeply impact her students. Beyond the classroom, she goes above and beyond to support both students and staff, always placing others' needs first. Her positivity, servant-hearted mindset, and unwavering excellence make her an invaluable part of our school community. Randleman High School, David Cornwall. Randleman High School is proud to honor David Cornwall as our star employee. As the 9th and 10th grade guidance counselor, he shows dedication, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to student success. Each day, he goes above and beyond by meeting with students, offering guidance, and providing encouragement. Teachers rely on him to listen to their concerns and work with them to support students effectively. His tireless work behind the scenes provides a steady foundation for both students and staff, making him the heart and backbone of many success stories at Randleman High School. Randleman Middle School, Steve Reitmeyer. He's not here tonight. Randleman Middle School is honored to recognize Steve Reitmeyer as the star employee for October. In addition to his duties as a physical education teacher, Coach Reitmeyer also serves as the boys basketball coach and athletic director. In his new role as AD, Coach Reitmeyer has spent countless hours ensuring that every aspect is covered. His passion for the Randleman community is evident in all that he does for the students and staff of Randleman Middle School. Coach Reitmeyer, your leadership, enthusiasm, and compassion make you a valuable member of our school and community. Transportation Department, EC Transportation Supervisor, Jennifer Davis. are pleased to have Jennifer Davis as our star employee for October. Jennifer is our EC Transportation Supervisor and is recognized for her outstanding dedication to ensuring the safe and timely transportation of our students with special needs. Her meticulous planning and calm problem-solving approach have been instrumental in managing complex routes and unexpected challenges. We are very appreciative of Jennifer's positive attitude and her unwavering commitment to supporting our students and their families. Thank you, Jennifer, for your invaluable contributions to the RCSS team. And last but not least, Superintendent's Office Executive Assistant, Beverly Fowler. Beverly has served with unwavering dedication as the administrative assistant to the superintendent. Throughout her 19-year tenure as administrative assistant to the superintendent, she has consistently exemplified exceptional qualities. She is organized, dependable, thorough, and always professional in all she does. Her willingness to help others and the remarkable ability to anticipate needs allow her to step in and offer support wherever it is needed. Beverly's skillful assistance to Dr. Gainey and the entire leadership team enables us to accomplish far more than would otherwise be possible. Her quiet strength, selflessness, and steadfast commitment leave a lasting impact on the staff, students, and the entire Randolph County school system. We are truly grateful for everything Beverly does each and every day. All right, scrunch up. All right, everybody look right here. We'll take a few. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Congratulations. Free to go.
Talking about the NBA.
discussion. Somebody his age even know about Jordan.
Gary Cook says these are great star 3 students, even though we got some 1-star parents out there.
I didn't want to come right out and say it.
I didn't know how far to go.
All I can say is you just keep digging a hole.
I was digging the
Like
hole.
this. Okay, stop it. Stop where you're in.
John's over here punching me, cut his mic off. Cut his
Look
mic
how
off.
Gary does, some of them just go down.
Hey, after I dealt with some of these 1-star last week.
The apple didn't fall far.
I guess they might say you got punked, right, Beverly? You did, right? Just big time. But no one could deserve it more, you know? You're a 3-star.
I don't do any of this.
You know, you come a long way. I mean, when I first, she has, I mean, when I first met Beverly, she'd just been here not long at all, and she was trying to work her way up and become like the assistant, the superintendent, like, and you had to sing the national anthem down at the Smith Center. I mean, remember those days?
Yeah, when people
I mean,
sign me up.
electrifying. I mean, I thought we had.
Is that what she was, Miss Randolph County?
She was Miss Randolph County one time, Miss Captain
She
Tom
still is,
Seafood.
still is.
I mean, it's Staley, I mean, she has a lot of titles, I mean, and no one else in this room sung the national anthem at the Smith Center. And I thought, you know, when they announced it, I thought it was, I mean, she sounded like, my gosh, where they hired this lady? I mean, she's that good, I mean, before she, sometime we need to showcase that talent, I mean, maybe at the employee of the retirement dinner or something next year, we could have a special song from Beverly, I don't know.
She could be the captain.
Anyway, maybe you could sing a song to him or something. All right, moving on now. Before I dig another hole. We had no one signed up for public comments tonight. That's good. Okay, I need a motion to adopt the meeting agenda.
So moved.
We have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Opposed? So we're gonna move on to information items with, Dr. Gainey. Can you sing or do anything? I mean, like.
I can't sing, I can tell you that. I will not even begin to do that.
He used to brag about his basketball skills, but I was saying he's right, watch Jay dribble between his legs and don't go, he's not that good either.
They may be gone too, so.
All right. So we've got several gifts tonight, a lot of them, and just want to say a big thank you on the front end and on the back end to people who provided these for our schools. First gift is October 3, received an email from Carla Miller, principal of Hopewell Elementary School. It was a gift given by an anonymous donor in the amount of $1,000 to be used for student needs. I accepted this gift on October 6th on behalf of the school system. All of these gifts that I want to read you tonight are information items, since they are $5,000 or less per board policy 8220. The next item is a gift to Level Cross Elementary School, September 14, Stephanie Hatcher, principal of Level Cross Elementary School, made me aware of a gift given to her school by the New Market Civitans in the amount of $200. The use was unrestricted, so the school has flexibility to determine its use, and I accepted this gift on September 14. The next memo you have has multiple gifts to Liberty Elementary School. On September 11, I had an email from Jamie Horner, principal of Liberty Elementary School, regarding the following gifts given to her school. First, Taisha Carter with Woodmen of America, Modern Woodmen of America, donated $500 to be used by the school. I accepted this on September 11, and flexibility, there's no restriction on its use, so the school determines how to use it. And also J.B. Griffith with Modern Movement of America donated $1,000 to the school. And again, there was flexibility with its use because no restrictions, and I accepted this gift on September 11 as well. The next item you have is several gifts to New Market Elementary School. On September 8, received an email from Justine Telluri, principal of New Market Elementary School, regarding the following gifts given to her school. New Market Civitans donated $500 to be used for the school's cross-categorical classroom. I accepted this gift on September 8. And then the New Market Civitans donated another $200 to the school. It was unrestricted in terms of its use, and the school has flexibility to determine how they will use it. And I accepted this gift on September 8 on behalf of the school system as well. Next, we have a gift to Ramsey Elementary School, September 9. I just had an email from Angela Harris, principal of Ramsey Elementary School, regarding a gift given to her school by an anonymous donor in the amount of $20. It was to be used for student needs, and I accepted this gift on September 9. September 8, I had an email from Sean Shocktow, principal of Randall Elementary School, regarding a gift given to his school by the New Market Civitan in the amount of $200. The use was unrestricted, so the school can determine its use, and I accepted this gift on September 8 as well. Another gift to Randall Elementary School came in an email from Sean Shocktow to me on October 6th. And it was a gift given to the school by Carol Free in the amount of $500. The use of this gift was unrestricted, so the school has flexibility to determine its use, and this was accepted on October 6th. Randall Middle School had some gifts. The first set of gifts, I was notified of these on October 10. Email from Holly Grissom, principal of Randall Middle School, regarding the following gifts given to her school. All of these were to be used for school supplies, and all of them were accepted on October 10. Vintage Church donated $1,000, Revolution Church donated $200, and Randall Community Alliance donated $300. And that's Randall Middle. And on October 13, I had an email from Holly Grissom, principal of Randall Middle School, regarding some additional gifts given to her school. All three of these gifts would be used for the school's Hunter Education Shooting Team, and all of them were accepted on October 13. Carolina Custom Roofing Services LLC donated $300. The Parks family donated $100. And Dairy Disaster Restoration Services donated $300. Moving to Southeastern Randolph Middle School, on September 17, received an email from Melanie Ritchie, principal of Southeastern Randolph Middle School, regarding a gift given to her school by York's Cardboard in the amount of $50 to be used for food for the staff members at the school site one night, and I accepted this gift on September 17. Also on October 1, I received an email from Melanie Ritchie regarding a gift given to her school by Milton Dyer in the amount of $180 to be used for the school's band program, and I accepted this gift on October 1. Final two gifts are to the Randolph County School System. On September 22, I received a notice of a gift given to the school system by the local McDonald's owner-operators of the Atlantic Coast Co-op in the amount of $1,092.71, and it was designated to be used for school supplies for students. And I accepted this gift on behalf of the school system on September 22. And then the final gift to the school system on September 29, I received an email from Amber Ward, Public Information Officer, regarding a gift given to the school system by Josh Lewis and Jacob Lewis with North Carolina Wall Billboards. And the gift was digital advertising for the school system on their Fayetteville Street digital sign during the dates of the Asheboro Fall Festival, which were October 4 and October 5. The approximate value of this gift was $200, and I accepted this gift on October 1 on behalf of the school system. So board members, as always, we're very appreciative of these gifts to the community members and the businesses who are providing them and the individuals who are providing them. We say thank you, and I'll answer any questions you have. On the billboards, NC billboards, wall billboards, where is Amber at? You may have seen on Dixie Drive, that's also their billboard. We've had advertisements on there for a couple of years now, but this was an extra thing during the Fall Festival. So we've worked with them before and continue to. So. Thank you, Mr. Cook.
You know, I appreciate when you started adding this real quick to the, and recognizing these businesses, because there was years we did not know that, I mean, there's a lot of contributions coming in from people that you had no clue about. And, that's important, they deserve to be recognized. All right, Beth Davis.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Gainey, Chairman Cook. I come to you tonight with 3 grants, one right now and 2 more later. This first grant is entitled the Fight Against Childhood Hunger Grant, and it's a grant that was given to Northeastern Randolph Middle School, and it's in the amount of $1,000, so per board policy 8220, it's an information item. We received this grant on September 19th. It will be used to help fund food for the Snack Pals program, which sends home extra food with approximately 30 students on Fridays for NERMS, and it will also help stock the food pantry at Northeastern for emergency situations with families in their school communities. Haley Gilbert, who's their school social worker, was responsible for submitting this grant. Any questions? See you again in a few minutes.
Okay, Marty Trout.
Okay, good evening, board members. Tonight I bring to you, I bring to you the $50,000 more dollar contracts and per board policy 6420. That's what I'm doing tonight. So the first is the North Carolina Teacher Support Program, funded through EC, or East Carolina University. It's for our new teacher support. That's an amount of $84,000. Beyond nursing, we have a contract of nursing services, contract in the amount of $80,000. Professional commercial flooring work at Wheatmore Middle School, the amount of $63,500. Modern Toyota for driver ed vehicles, the amount of $60,384.30. Follett Software Solutions for the Destiny program, $60,017.11. Go Energies LLC, the first one's from September, after our board meeting in September, for diesel and gasoline, $50,000. And then the second one, Go Energies LLC, again, diesel gasoline for the month of October, in the amount of $50,000.
What kind of things we get for the new teacher support? What is that?
It is a program through East Carolina where each of our beginning teachers get support. One of the things they get,
It's 35.
sorry,
It's only 35 of them. It's not all of them.
35
I'm
new
sorry,
teachers.
35 of our new teachers, okay. All right. It's a variety of things. It's video coaching, it's instructional coaching. There's a minimum of 3 in-person professional development opportunities for those participants. You know other things that's going on with them?
All the BTs have access to some of the professional development sessions and things they have to do, but we have 35 slots that we pay for, and it comes from recommendations of whether it's some maybe it's some at-risk schools, or some may have be alternative licensure. That 35 is pretty well scrutinized on who gets the 35 seats. The first time we did it, back in 2019, we had 15 seats. So this is going to be critical, just so you know, board members. What I mentioned at the end of Marty's budget thing today, Title I, Title II, Title III, Title IV money. We use Title Improving Teacher Quality as Title II monies. And some of that money is what we use for this. So this is critical. If you start hearing conversation about, well, how important is Title II monies? Well, this is over and above the mentor relationship, the stuff HR does with beginning teachers, which are beginning teachers 1, 2, and 3. You know, the first 3 years you're beginning teachers. So this is a critical aspect. We have not, we're going on, what you have for a dollar figure, Marty, 84,000?
84,000.
So this will be the,
it's 2,400 per new teacher.
yes. And so this will be the 4th year in a row that the dollar figure has not changed. for 35 slots. Now, it was different when it was only 15, but that was when we first kicked this all back about, I think it was 2019, the first time we did it, but, you know, it'd be great if you could have every beginning teacher, but we couldn't
That's what
afford
I'm saying,
that.
so for the ones not that 35, how do you, just by the school they're in, or?
Well, they have, so beginning teacher, they have access to, first of all, they have a mentor, and so they meet regularly with a mentor. Lessons you get beginning teacher 3, beginning teacher 1 also have 4 central service sessions, they come down here. In addition to meeting.
All of them do that, but not just those 35, right?
Yeah, this is all.
Okay.
So we have 136
Yeah.
BT 1s, 2s, and 3s combined. So that's the critical piece. 1, 2s, and 3s. You know, what we can do with them to support them, it helps us maintain them as moving beyond beginning teacher. Because you start out on initial licensure, and then you get to continual licensure, and that's the thing with the state. So the support for the BTs overall is in what's on the consent, the BTSP plan, the teacher support plan that all of them go through. This is just what I call over and above. And so, you know, they may be working with principals, Andrea may be working with principals on, okay, who's on an alternative license that we need to provide some extra support. We put them in a tough spot in their alternative license. Or maybe there's somebody who is on a provisional, they're a licensed teacher, but when we hired them, they didn't get hired where they were licensed. They're in another subject area. We may have some support there, it just depends. And another thing that comes up is a principal may call down and say, I've got somebody struggling. Do you have any of those 35 seats left? Or I think the principals know that the 35 seats will go pretty quick. So it's just kind of an over and above, Mr. Burgess. But I'm just gonna, again, I'm gonna encourage y'all, and I'm gonna try to make sure as we go through the year, like for instance, Title II money, we have 8 teacher positions on Title II money. So that's critical money for us. It's very critical. But it's obviously improving teacher quality, that's the big thing, and that's where 84,000 of those dollars go.
All right.
Thanks, Marty.
Next item on the agenda is the audit report, and as Shannon comes up, I want to introduce to you Shannon Dennison. She's one of the partners with Anderson, Smith & White. Worked with Shannon and her firm for the last couple of years, and I'll say she's been a true partner for me and the school system. A lot of work goes into what they do, but also a lot of work goes behind the scenes, and that's the folks sitting behind me. So I certainly appreciate Beth Davis with her work with federal programs, Kayla Williamson for all her work in pulling together a lot of the information that's required from the auditors. I also mentioned Alice Dean, Cheryl Lucas, and our payroll staff. So they are tremendous in pulling all this together for them. This is the most efficient audit team I've ever seen in my life. To work with them is just it's a privilege. To say the least. I'm not saying that because she's standing behind me, but truly, I mean, they come in, they get their stuff, they get it out. So I appreciate what they do, and she's always willing to take a call from me, walk me through something if I've got questions. So I appreciate Shannon. Thank you.
Chairman, board members, Dr. Gainey, it's a pleasure to be here this evening. I think Marty's a little too nice, but it's a pleasure to work with the staff here at Randolph County Schools and have really enjoyed the opportunity to work with you all. I'm going to start by saying in the actual final audit report, as of right now, the federal government has to sign documents for any audit firm across the country to be able to finalize audits of federal funds. That has not happened. Typically it happens in May, so it's not an issue. Still to this date, they have not signed this document. We've seen drafts of it, but as of right now, no firm across the country can issue audits of federal funds. So we're presenting to you what we consider a draft audit report. However, the only thing that we anticipate changing is the dates to be able to finalize the audit. Like I said, we reviewed the drafts of everything. We felt it's more important to get to you all the fund balance, the financial state of the district than it is to have the date be the final date. So proceeding with board presentations with that caveat. So we have an unmodified opinion on the financial statements. This is the best opinion that a district can receive. And congratulations on that. Again, a lot of work goes into it from finance staff, from across the district, long-standing opinion for the district, so excellent job for all the hard work that goes throughout the year. Not only audit time, but you can't get everything together when we come on site and have a clean audit report. So excellent job throughout the year. Significant accounting estimates, these are going to be the estimates that we would see across any district in the state. There was an added one this year. There was a new sick leave standard where sick leave liability now has to get recorded on the books. And we never know how much sick leave that people will actually use versus bank and add to their retirement. So there's an estimate for that. We did not identify any misstatements and did not have any difficulties or disagreements with management. As Marty mentioned, it's a group effort to be able to pull everything together. We asked for a lot of information from finance, a lot of information from a lot of different departments. We try to do it as efficiently as possible. Our primary clients are school districts. That's 95% of our business, as we audit about 85 of the North Carolina school boards. So really kind of, have fine-tuned that process, but it's still a lot of work on the district's part, even as efficient as we're able to try to make it. So looking at the numbers on the financials, I'm going to kind of go back and forth between this slide and the next slide a couple of times. So on the general fund, that's going to be the funds that the district can use kind of unrestricted for education. And the starting fund balance was about $2.4 million. The district spent about $670,000, ending the year with about $11.7 million within the general fund. Fund balance is going to be similar to the savings account that you might have personally. Fund balance is going to be the district savings account. Of that $11.7 million, $2.1 million approximately is going to be appropriated in the 25-26 budget. And various other restrictions are held within those funds. So about $7.5 million is unrestricted. That's what the district can allot for, anything that you might want to in future years. Plus the 2.1 for this year. So total of about $9.6 million. Then looking ahead to state public school fund, anything in fund balance there is going to be inventory of supplies. There's no cash that's able to be maintained in the state public school fund. Individual school fund, individual schools, that's going to be the funds that remain at the school sites. There's about $2.1 million. They spent about $124,000. So relatively consistent. Then the capital outlay fund started the year with about $1.7 million. Spent about $2.1 million. However, I have a big caveat on this one. So ends the year with a negative $430,000. The majority of that spending relates to a $2 million contingent liability that we had to record regarding some cleanup that needs to be done at one of those school properties. So that has not actually been spent, but as an estimate of what the potential cost is going to be. So with the capital outlay fund, it does look negative from an accounting standpoint because the situation occurred before the end of the fiscal year. We have to report it back to June 30th. However, that $2 million has not yet been spent. That $2 million from a budgetary standpoint did put the district over budget, but again, because it has not been spent, it doesn't create a budget violation because at the end of the year, a dollar amount wasn't known for that amount. So there's no way to have a budget for an amount that you don't have any idea what it would be for. Any questions on fund balance before? So looking ahead at our budget, we had no budget findings, everything else came within budget. Like I said, capital appears to be over. We did put a disclosure in the statements as to the fact that it's over, however, it was after year end. School food service fund, for the child nutrition program, we look at cash balance to be able to see the fiscal state of the fund. The child nutrition program added about $238,000 in cash to the program to end the year with about $7.9 million. What I would say with this is across the state, we're seeing more districts deplete their cash as opposed to increase their cash. So I think that says a lot to the fiscal responsibility of the child nutrition program, because this is not a trend that we're seeing across the state. So excellent job in being able to add to that and be able to have those funds available for child nutrition. These funds are restricted to be used within the child nutrition program. Looking at audit findings, we review internal controls, we review how federal funds are spent, as well as state funds are spent based upon grant guidelines for both federal and state funds. Did not identify any areas of concern in controls, in federal awards, state awards, did not identify anything. Again, I know for a couple of years you guys have seen no findings. That is not something that is across the board at every district. So it is something to be proud of in the finance department and the work that, and leadership and the work that they put into it, because again, that's not something that we see at every district. Then kind of tying it all together, this is going to be a trend over the last 10 years of the governmental funds that the district received. The big thing I'd like to point out here is the light gray in the middle is going to be the federal funds. You're going to see the big influx from ESSER dollars as those kind of tapered out over these last couple of years, continuing and ending in 2025 years. So this is really the first year with no ESSER dollars that are able to be utilized. As the county dollars do include capital, so you may see increases and decreases based upon capital projects. And state funds typically come with increased expenditures. For example, you're going to see an increase in state revenue as there's an increase in salaries, as there's retirement and benefit increases. So you'll see kind of commensurate expenses as the state revenue increase. Here's a graph of the expenditures by type. The vast majority is specific instructional. Next is going to be system-wide support. These are going to be things like bus drivers, maintenance, things that kind of help the students be able to learn, because you couldn't, kids can't get to school without the bus drivers, and so the things that surround the students. So I put a description of each of them that DPI gives, of kind of the area, each of those areas. System-wide support's also going to include things like utilities and things that are not necessarily capital related, but related to being able to keep the buildings operational.
What type of sources are from the others? On the previous slide, I guess, for revenue on the...
Sure.
Yeah.
So the other is going to be grants that the
Okay.
district receives. It can be Medicaid dollars, those type of money, donations,
Okay.
contributions, charges to students. And then looking at fund balance, this is going to be the fund balance trend. Unassigned is going to be the fund balance that you're able to utilize without restriction. Other is going to be all the rest of the fund balance that is going to include restrictions. Then capital outlay, again, you see the dip in the current year based upon the one situation. Any questions?
I'd just like to say that you don't have to watch the news very long. Some school systems got in trouble, but for a school system to dealing with what you've had to deal with, budget cuts, plus spending your COVID money and knowing when to pull back and handle things correctly, Artie, it's very important you have a good, like you, but it's also important you have a good finance director. And, if that's not an important, I'm thankful that, you know, you can't say we do everything right, but it's one thing I'm proud of, that no one can put that on us, that, we got a clean audit, you know, have a budget, we work within it. I don't guess you guys noticed the state don't even have a budget yet, you know, but, you notice that,
So is Anderson Smith auditor for that other system?
This is to my guessing, no, we are not.
Okay, all right.
Just like, thank you.
thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Marty, and
And team.
staff.
Marty and team.
I know he's got couple staff members out there, but all staff's helping out. But, thank you, Marty, for your leadership.
Aren't you glad you came back? We are.
We're glad you did, yeah.
Maybe not by the end of the day.
Okay, so, make sure I'm correct here. So we need a motion to approve the consent items.
So moved.
We have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Okay, we're gonna move on now to the action items with Dr. Gaines.
All right, board members, I have a couple things, and then Beth will come up with a couple more grants. Let me get to where I need to be here real quick.
Look, I could get tripped up just in case you see all this writing on here.
All right, last board meeting, I brought to you information about voting delegates for the North Carolina School Board Association meeting that's in November. I'll give you some figures. Some of you are asking some questions about it. Okay, so that's a 3-day event. Wednesday, November 12, Thursday, November 13, and Friday, November 14. First 2 days are 8 to 5, last day is 7:30 to 9:30. If you paid by day only, day 1 is $250, day 2 is $250 per day, day 3 is $75. But now if you go all 3 days and sign up for all 3 days, they will cut you a break and you can pay $495 total if you sign up for all 3. The delegate assembly,
Per
which,
board member.
per board member, yes. The delegate assembly, that is what this memo and this for voting delegates is about. If you just went to that, this is at the Corey Center in Greensboro. If you just went to that, it'll be $60 per person. So what I would say to you tonight, we have 4 voting delegates, 4 slots, and we need a alternate. And that's where I will stop there.
What day is the voting?
The voting I'm sorry, Ms. Winnicroft said it. The voting delegate, or the delegate assembly is day 1, the 12th, and it's from 11:45 to 1:15.
I just got a text that Tracy would like to be a part of that.
And hold on, one other thing, if you go to the delegate assembly, I thought my memory was right, so I'm gonna tell you, you do get lunch. So, it says delegate
Well, that's an
assembly
improvement.
and lunch.
Yeah, I don't think there was lunch the last time.
Well, I didn't get, Mr. Lanier, I didn't get the lunch menu, I just got, it says delegate assembly and lunch. It's not spaghetti, no,
You're not planning it anyway.
I'm not planning it, so you can't blame me. If it is spaghetti, it's not because I cooked it. Well, I didn't cook the other either back 13 years ago, so, but only 2 people in here really know about that. And they're looking down now because they don't want to comment.
So that date's what, 12? I mean,
It's the 12th from 11:45 to 1:15.
that's not too bad.
Okay?
I'll lead off.
You got one, Mr. Cook?
Well, I got 2, actually, no one.
Well,
Tracy just canceled.
you want to put him down?
I'd love to put him in.
Oh, you said cancel?
Tuesday.
I don't know, though, he may be,
It's a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
you going, Tom?
I can do that.
Okay, Mr. Cutler, you going? Okay. All right, we need 2 more voting delegates.
I think I can.
Okay, Ms. Whitaker's one. All right, who else is going?
I'll be the backup.
You
Oh,
need-
Oh, okay. Well, I think you make me number 4. I think I'm gonna need a backup.
All right, so what I know is Ms. Burns, Ms. Farlow is going to be calling people night before going, is that good? But I'm not
Put
gonna-
that on your calendar.
So, all right, so I have Mr. Cook, Ms. Whitaker, Mr. Cutler, Mr. Burgess, and Ms. Farlow as the backup.
No, I'm not. I prefer not to.
You're not going, okay. Okay, well, you're,
Tracy.
She's thinking right now, and I get it, you know, hey, I did this teacher committee, I did the calendar thing. Let me at least back up on this one, right?
well, we can
I
send,
feel
We'll
good
give you
to
a
call
pass.
her, that's
I can
fine.
guarantee you.
well, we'll send in 3 and an alternate, how's
She
that?
did.
You wanna go?
I don't wanna go, but I'll go.
Okay, Ms. Lanier,
Yeah.
if it's spaghetti for lunch, talk to Mr. Cutler.
You said it was from 11 to 1:30?
11:45
To 1:15.
to 1:15.
So it's gonna be in a different place?
No, it's gonna be in Corey,
I mean, it's same,
that same side room, yeah,
November 12th.
November 12th.
Corey.
We'll get your names in tomorrow. Okay, next thing. I don't really know, didn't kind of debate on what to do with this, so I just decided to do it this way. Wait a minute, we gotta have a motion, Mr. Cook.
What's the time?
You need a motion.
oh,
11:45.
11:45 to 1:15.
11:45,
Long
Go
as an hour
ahead.
and a half you
We
like.
need a motion, Mr. Cook.
So we need a motion to approve,
Mr. Cook, Ms. Whitaker, Mr.
myself, Ms.
Cutler.
Whitaker, Todd, Cutler, Fred Burgess,
Nope, nope,
so, oh, Phil.
nope.
Phil,
Yeah.
You can put Fred in
Nah.
there.
Oh, okay, I got a little,
I was going,
you guys are already on the backup,
yeah.
okay, but you're gonna take backup, right?
She-
All right, so we got Philip, Sharon's backup for the Randolph County Board of Education voting delegates at the annual North Carolina School Board Association in November, and, of course, Sharon, you're the alternate. I'm not-
So moved.
So moved, yeah. All right. Second,
Second.
all those in favor say aye. All right. Looks like we all got out together.
Okay, the next item is just trying to decide what to do, with this, because this was a pretty big topic in legislative session, but, so what you have in front of you, or in your packet tonight, is Rule 24, which is, part of Board Policy 4300, which is our Code of Student Conduct. And what's been inserted in this, rule, which is our rule for use of wireless devices, what's in red aligns this now with the additional language from the legislation. So just looking at the legislation, we exchanged an email recently, and I just wanted to kind of clear up a couple of things. The legislation talks about what are wireless communication devices, defines them as cellular telephones, tablet computers, laptop computers, paging, two-way radios, paging devices, gaming devices, and it gives examples. And then it says wireless communication policy. And it says a policy governing the use of wireless communication devices by students. The next section says, it says you should have, I'm skipping down the section, the wireless communication policy shall allow students to do certain things, and I'll mention that in a minute. But it says that you have to have a policy, and that was part of my email back to you all recently, about 3 weeks ago. We have a policy. I don't know if systems don't have one or not. I don't know. When I read this, I wonder if systems don't have anything. So we have a policy.
Some did not prior to the legislation.
That's what I figured, the way
But
this is
you
written.
did.
So the question is, the policy says, this legislation says your policy shall prohibit students from using, displaying, or having a wireless communication device turned on during instructional time. But then it gives you, students can use it during instructional time for educational purposes approved by the teacher, if it's in relation to the individualized education plan or 504 plan the student has, and in dealing with managing their students' healthcare plan, healthcare. So I say that When you look back at, we inserted that in and got those 4 things, you know, one of which is if the teacher allows them to use that. I was in a school today and I saw maybe 4 phones in the cafeteria at a table. And I went in the classroom and saw 4 or 5, but the teacher was standing right beside me and had let them use their phone to do whatever real research is. So I was talking to the teacher and I noticed it and he called it out. Just looking through our policy a little bit, just so you know, just to define a couple things that are there. It clearly says in our current policy, the school system is not responsible for the theft, loss, or damage of the cellular telephone. I will give you a little, I have a little pause there because I worry about students' personal property and what happens should we collect it and it get missing, but sometimes we have to confiscate things. Consequences, there's a section on that. School officials may immediately confiscate wireless communication devices that are owned, used, displayed, or visible in violation of policy. So that's, now if we put this red language in and show it up on the screen, we know we can confiscate, which is one of the consequences on the top of the second page. It's already in our handbook. And the following factors should, these are parts that are already in our policy, should be considered when determining appropriate consequences: reproducing images of tests, unauthorized access to student information, or assist students in any aspect of the instructional program in a manner that violates school board policy. Bullying or harassing students is another thing you can look into. Sending illicit text messages, that's another item that can be factored in when you're dealing with how you, the consequences you use. To take and or send illicit photographs, there's another piece to it. In any other manner that would interfere with this, that would make more severe disciplinary consequences appropriate. So, a little bit of history. Somewhere in June of 2022, the board at that time asked me to address vapes, cell phones, and food being brought in from off campus. That started becoming a problem during COVID. And so on July 18, 2022, at the board work session, we talked, and the board at that time directed me to push the principals to use the procedures that were in there, the policies are in there. We have Rule 12, which addresses vapes, Rule 24, which is the cell phone policy in place now, or wireless communication. And then 3, I just addressed the food piece. They're not really a policy per se. So, been doing that. It's been part of each of the last 4 opening principal meetings. In fact, you know, each year I've said this is year 2 of the push. This is year 3. This past year was in August 6th was year 4 of the push. Have some data from what is in Power School. We're not Power School Infinite Campus now, but the disciplinary situations involving cell phones does not show to be a lot. It shows about 0.5% for 22, 23. And this is just what's in there as consequence of these situations. 0.55% I think was in 23, 24. 0.33% of all incidents in the system were about cell phones in 24, 25. This year, there are 23 incidents in Power School, and 22 of them are coming from one school. So that's what we have on the data. So 22, when I saw 23 this morning, I was like, oh, I wonder, that's kind of getting on up there, but then I looked, it was when the data was given to me, 22 of them.
That becomes the police over there.
So, I want to give you that picture. If there's something you want us to consider between now, the first reading, which, and the second reading, I'll be back in November. Mr. Cutler, you asked a question, I think, back about a month ago. So the law reads really unusual, in my opinion, but I didn't write it, and I'm not being critical. But it says no later than September 1, you should send to the Department of Public Instruction a copy of your policy, September 1 of the year in which it becomes effective. Well, this doesn't go into effect until January 1. But it goes back to what Elizabeth said, what I was alluding to. I've been reading this legislation, and it paints the picture that some school systems didn't have any. Maybe, I don't know, but you say you do know that to be true.
Yeah, that's correct.
You can tell by the writing in this thing.
Yeah, it's written as if you're creating something new. That's why that, when you said that, it has that with it. And I was kind of looking back at the language, because what we've really been doing is saying, if we do any revisions, let's have them done by January 1. And so we knew September was a pretty big, a lot of things going on in that meeting, so September board meeting. So anyways, I don't know, I'm open. I've asked Anthony to help me if you have any suggestions you want to, us to try to work into and consider between now and November 17. I tend to bring it back as a board policy of first reading, second reading, like the other ones. Every now and then we do want to waive second reading when we have a time crunch and if something's come up late in the game from legislation, we have to get it in by deadline. But this is not the case. We can bring it back in November. So I just put it out there for you. I don't know.
Is it sort of like, sometimes when I see these things on the news, or like the big story breaking, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna ban this, some of it might sound good and all, but at the end of the day, I mean, I know you have a policy, it depends on how tight someone makes it, or maybe different places handle it different, maybe that's why you got more cases in some places, but, at the end of the day, to me, I kind of feel like it's another story that might sound good on the news and all, but at the end of it, it's kind of like the mask thing. They want us to, they talk about it, but they want us to be the mask police, the phone police, the all kind of police, basically do the dirty work or we take the hit for it, you know what I'm saying? Or we're the one that everybody's mad at. I mean, I don't like that kind of bothers me sometimes. I mean, you know what, clear it, make it clear on your end, don't put it in our lap all the time.
Well, it did in the end, Mr. Cook, to that point. The first conversations about legislation and how it ended were two different things. I mean, I remember getting a call about the initial stages of it. It didn't end the way it started, and it kind of started like at the school door, And that, to tell you, I don't have concerns would not be accurate to say I wouldn't have. You start collecting on your cell phones, and all of a sudden the cell phone gets in the wrong hands, and now you've got an $800 bill here or $500, whatever the phone costs. Yeah, that's always the opportunity for error. Also, you've got in your policy clearly authority for schools to deal with situations that come up. You clearly got that. You've had that. Quite frankly, I look back and this policy was implemented by the Board of Education. It was adopted on June 22, 1994. It may be on the thing you guys have too. But I did look to see if, yeah, it is, 1994. Now what was going on then, because I don't know that was bag phones then. I didn't think you could use a bag phone out of the car, could you? But anyways, so I don't know what was in that policy. I mean,
But basically, we've been using, what you brought tonight, we've already started using this at the beginning of the school year, and have been using it. I think it's fine. I mean, what you brought tonight is fine, and it's just about, managing it in the classroom.
That's what I think.
well, I can tell you, I had the last Monday, you see the Eagle principals informally, and I met with the group of high school principals. I just asked them, who's doing anything different? And there wasn't this big earth-shattering difference. Because one thing I was concerned about, to be quite transparent with anybody watching and you guys, is when this came out, I think there was this idea that there was all this in there, and there wasn't. There was all this, you've got to do this, and there wasn't. So I think it was the September principal meeting when I kind of cautioned the principals and said, don't, we're gonna take some time and look and see what is actually here. And, I was with the classroom I was standing door of, excellent teacher, excellent high school teacher. And his kids, he knew they were using their phone as they were researching, doing research on what he had them working on. I was in the cafeteria, I was standing beside the principal while there was a little table, but honestly, in that whole cafeteria, high school cafeteria, I didn't see, so maybe 3 or 4 phones, and then, you know, I went in that classroom, and so on that whole campus, I walked that whole campus today, and I probably didn't see more than about 8 or 10 physically see.
But if you made such a monster, that, I agree with you, if you made such a monster deal out of it and push, then you would have something on your hand. I mean, you just manage it, like, you got the policy, I mean,
We'll continue to talk with our principals and make sure that the support's there for the teachers. But also, our teachers they have a lot on them, as do our principals. And as do everybody in schools. And, you know, I truly believe that starting class on time, starting with effective instruction that engages kids makes all the difference and makes a lot of things fall into place.
I know we added stuff to it, but it didn't look like our previous policy was in violation of this legislation.
No, it really,
is, so.
the first time I talked to about this legislation to Elizabeth,
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not speaking for her, I think we thought we might be moving too quick on it, but I couldn't see what was much different. I would agree with you, Mr. Burgess.
No, it's just some definitions and some clarity on the exceptions.
So, and then also, just for my personal benefit, just help me on the language here. When it says here in section 1 of this is of the legislation, you know, it says the all local boards of education thing. Does that include charter schools?
Not usually.
Yeah, so charter schools is another thing they get to do what they want to do, right? Okay.
Well,
All right.
and to your point about how much different is it?
they all got iPhones.
So the School Board Association gives out a great summary of legislation, and to address this, it was addressed in a paragraph about that long, and it just basically their synopsis of this was prohibit students from using, displaying, or having electronic devices turned on during instruction time, with exceptions allowed for teacher-approved educational use or emergencies as required by students' IEP or 504, and documented health medical conditions. And then the next line says PSUs, which that's now it's at LEA, PSUs, requires them to establish consequences for policy violations. And so, I mean, it's that much. And I've always used this document out of the legislative session. In fact, I'm always asking them, when is it coming out? And they give different variations. So I found this document from the School Board Association to be very helpful. So if there's, Mr. Cook, what we have here tonight, I'm presenting the first reading of Rule 24 and Board Policy 4300.
Can you just put it on the consent item next month?
I can, if that's what y'all want. I can't.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it to be up there, and that's not flesh it out if there was anything burning with
Unless
this.
anybody here thinks anything different.
Okay. I'll put it on consent next month. Okay.
That's how I look at it.
So we need a motion on that, Mr. Cook.
So we need a motion to approve the first reading of Rule 24 and Board Policy 4300.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Okay, Beth Thomas and Beth Davis, come back up one more time.
Yeah, you got 2 minutes.
Your phone was taking that long.
Not charter schools.
You have to become the grant person, like.
It's my job now. Oh, I have 2 more grants tonight to present. You want to vote, Dr. Gainey, in between? Yes? We need to vote in between.
Yes, gotta vote for, yes, each one has to be voted on separately.
All right, so I have 2 to bring to you tonight per Board Policy 8220 that are over $5,000, so they will be for your board approval. The first one is the Timken Foundation Grant for Southwestern Randolph High School. This grant is in the amount of $14,380. This grant was received on October 2nd, and it will provide funding to purchase a new piano and a vital sound system upgrades for the performing arts program. The lead teacher, Megan Chamblee, was responsible for submitting this request. And I'll bring it to you tonight for final approval and acceptance per board policy 8220.
So moved.
Second. Motion to accept the Timpton Foundation grant for Southwest Randolph High School. $14,380. So moved. Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
The second grant I bring to you for board approval tonight is Learning Happens Here Field Trip Fund. This grant came to Hopewell Elementary School in the amount of $7,500. This grant was actually received on September 9th, but it will provide reimbursement for the cost of the transportation needed for their fourth grade students to travel to Raleigh on a field trip. Christy Allen, who's a fourth grade teacher, was responsible for submitting this request, and I'll bring it to you tonight, again, for acceptance and approval for per board policy 8220. It's a tongue twister.
Okay, so,
That's just strictly for transportation?
Transportation to and from, I think they're chartering a bus.
Yeah.
For the whole fourth grade.
I think they
More
are.
than one bus, obviously. But according to them, they also said they would be reimbursing students for field trip, but they said it's mainly transportation.
all right, so we need a motion to accept the Learning Happens Here Field Trip Fund grant for Hopewell Elementary in the amount of $7,500.
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. All right, motion carries. Thank you.
Good afternoon, board members. I'm bringing to you tonight the preliminary school improvement plans for the schools designated as low performing and/or ATSI, additional target support and improvement. These plans will be posted on our website for the next 30 days to get comments. And after the board meeting, they certainly will be placed on the website. A written note will be sent home, notice to parents in these schools.
Do you have a copy of those plans you could read for us?
I did not print them out, I took them all in there.
You messed with Dale, I thought
Yeah.
you were
Print it out.
the ass.
Cool.
They're up there, aren't they?
They are,
Oh,
they are.
They are.
217 pages.
Oh,
You know, I was thinking earlier tonight,
We could divide them up.
we
whatever I
could,
mean.
I mean, but you know, here's the funny thing. I could actually see all this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dale, it'd be, the spaghetti has never
that
gone
wasn't,
away.
that wasn't Dale's fault though. That
It'll
was,
never go
those
away,
people,
Dale.
It'll never go on.
they should have been
You
on
wait till
top.
you see what we bring in November. We'll have charts everywhere on here.
Oh, yeah.
Growth chart's so small.
So I don't even, I picked it Dale, but I don't blame that one on Dale. I mean, they should have come in with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of
Board
Dale, you're
members.
back.
Board members, we'll do a motion after closed session because remember, there's a safety component in closed session that Dale will present. So when you come out of closed session, you'll approve those first readings.
So Dale have the big book. Yeah, thank you, Dale. You count on you for at least another month, right?
All right, good evening, board members. You have the documentation for a naming request, which was presented to you at the September board meeting, to name the Southwestern Randolph High School weight room, the JB and Claire Davis weight room. Per board policy 9300, naming facilities. Action cannot be taken on this request until the next board meeting following the presentation. So I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about the included documentation or the request.
Is that the JV Davis that like used to have furniture? Those are good people.
So this
And
is
they
our,
cut in pine wood and something.
so this is our second one.
Yeah,
It was brought in September, so it's time for.
so we vote on this, right? Okay.
Okay, so we, need a motion to name weight room at Southwestern Randolph High School. It's the JV and Claire Davis weight room.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, say aye. Motion carries.
All right, board members, I'm also bringing to you a request for authorization to enter into a contract with North State Environmental for the removal of debris and slope stabilization project at Trinity High School. North State was selected via a request for qualification process. This has been a lot of work that's gone into this process, and I appreciate Marty Trotter, Larry Chilton, the SNEC Engineer Group, and North State Environmental to help us determine the most cost-effective manner of performing this project while meeting all environmental guidelines. The total cost of the project would not exceed $1,996,379.69. The price does include $140,000 contingency for an additional 200 truckloads of debris removal if needed. Otherwise, this cost will be reduced from the maximum dollar amount to be equal to $1,856,379.69. I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have about this authorization request.
I do have some questions, but I don't know if I need to ask them now or a closed session.
Yeah, if they relate to the authorization, then you can go ahead and ask them. If they relate to the environmental, legal issues, then save them for closed session.
Does that help or not?
That's not very clear. So like the actual construction project that you're being asked to authorize is something you need to discuss in open session.
So, for the people who were allowed to dump, these materials, we're not asking them, it sounds like, to take any of these loads out of there?
This is at this point, this is a very serious situation, and we have to follow the plan that's been devised by or developed by the group called Soil and Environmental Consultants. This is not a situation now where people can just drive dump trucks in. If we don't do this right, we'll pay much more for this. So,
But what you're hiring is a construction manager at risk, which means that the construction manager takes on the risk of price changes. And so they actually then subcontract out. And so the individuals are not precluded necessarily from participating, but they will have to be supervised by North State if you approve this contract. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Those individuals are not precluded from getting paid to pick up the stuff they dumped the first time?
Right.
Is that
Well,
right?
I think in that particular case, you would want to negotiate to save money.
And that's what I was
Yeah.
wanting to ask. Because I don't guess we pursued any other avenues with those.
You were gonna, what was that you said?
The people that participated in the dumping, we hadn't pursued any other.
In March, you approved using the construction management at risk process as opposed to trying to manage all of them yourselves. And so now where you are is you have actually selected the construction manager at risk. If you approve this, you've just selected the construction manager at risk and contracted with them. And then they actually subcontract out. So it may be that they work with some of those individuals, but you need to approve this contract to get them on the ground to actually manage the work.
In other words, we're not gonna get any.
I'm gonna be just straight to the point with you guys. I was told 2 or 3 of the people that dumped there, and I asked a question. You know, I think you remember back when we first started this, the attorney was here, and I said, what if they help move some of it out? And I thought that might save and help or be a way. But then, as time went on, I think they realized they just played a small role in dumping. It was the bigger bigger animal than and who knew really who dumped what, where. And that's kind of the impression I got, was one of the people that I thought would actually maybe help do that if it was allowed. He told me, he said, "This is more than I can ever handle." It just went on with no one knowing that's unfortunate.
Well, I wasn't saying they got to
Yeah.
take all of it out.
I mean, it's a big,
Portion of it.
I don't know, it's a big animal and
Well, I guess
and
what-
it's a shame that it's, somebody's gotta clean it up.
Well, I
If you
guess what I
wanted to
was
discuss
asking.
legal action with respect to those groups, that's a closed session topic.
Okay.
It's, and we have to take responsibility for it, but that's very unfortunate. But, it's like somebody coming on your property and it's their property, they think, and they dump 500 gallons of, kerosene or fuel or motor oil on it, then it's not the actual on it, but I'm just saying an example, somebody's gotta clean it up and, you know, it's sad, but
Well,
I'm afraid if we don't do it now, I think we're at the point where, from what I've heard, we don't, you know, I guess I can say I got a nasty call from, it was kind of nasty, it wasn't too bad, it was just some Serenity officials, when are you guys gonna, you know, that, and I get it, you know, everybody, but I do think that, was it Daniel? The lawyer, was his name Daniel?
Yes, he will be here at 8 to talk to you more.
I do think Daniel played a big role in maybe cushioning it for us a little bit, so to speak. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he did a lot of work, like where we had a little time frame, I think, but, I do appreciate that. But
what's the
I never,
time line on this? How was
that helps explain anything.
So if y'all approve our authorization tonight, then we'll work to get the contract in place, and then they'll put out, once they put out bids, they'd get those bids in and award them. They would look at starting the actual work in January, and it'd be a 90 to 120 day process to get everything cleaned up.
Wow. All right.
And then that would kind of fall in line with spring and planting seed and reseeding the area.
I would like to ask, when when this is done from this point forward, that any school in our school system, make no mistake about it, I guess principal or whoever, it need to ever happen on that facility again. You don't put anything, you don't put your leaves, you don't put your sticks, you don't put your shavings on our property unless you have permission from, I guess, this board or somebody, so to speak, that knows this should never happen again.
Well, when it comes down to it, I think with what Shannon submitted tonight with the board, there's a 20% drop in our fund balance for this. 20% of the fund balance. So it's in a time where we're getting cuts and things from Raleigh, we have a 20% drop because someone says, "Oh yeah, it's fine to do this."
I guess the way you make up stuff like that, which you don't really make it up, but you have something suffers for that.
Yeah.
So, any more questions or discussion? So I just need to
So we
read.
vote on this after.
Okay, so,
Right, you can vote now or you can table it and vote after.
He's got a formal motion.
Okay.
Let's make a
okay,
motion.
so I move to authorize the superintendent to enter a contract with North State to serve as the construction manager at risk for the Trinity High School project on terms favorable to the board and approved by the board attorney in an amount that does not exceed $1,996,379.69. Please note that 200 loads have been assumed within the price at $700 per load, but a contingency fee of $140,000 is included within not to exceed figure in the event the quantity exceeds 200 loads. So there's the motion.
So
So moved.
Second.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Thank you, board members.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dan.
Dale.
Thanks, Dan.
Appreciate it, okay.
I move that the Randolph County Board of Education enter into a closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143-318.11, A 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9, to preserve the attorney-client privilege to discuss confidential personnel matters protected by North Carolina General Statute 115C-319, and to discuss plans to protect school and public safety, specifically provided in state statute.
All right, we have the motion to go in closed session. Have a second.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we're in closed session.
closed session.
Yeah.
We're in open session.
Break the law at your own peril.
Nobody's here.
All right, we're in open.
And had no cake or pie to eat tonight. All right, so you gonna hook us up? Are we ready? Okay.
You're ready.
So we need a motion to approve the certified personnel report.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We need a motion to approve the classified personnel report.
So moved.
Have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We need a motion to approve the preliminary plans for the improvement school improvement plans for the schools designated as low performing schools and or additional targeted support improvement schools.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Aye.
All those in favor say aye. We are adjourned.